Ah! Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Doc! Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the Expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But... Okay, Emmett, one static accumulator coming up. Jeez, Doc, watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the Expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the Expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the Expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the Expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go? Oh, come on! Gotcha! Whoa!
miracle food from the swampland! Get your algae cakes!
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Hey, Artie,
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
the Expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
See you around. How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Ah, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
How about an algae cake?
One algae cake coming right ahead. Hey, wait a minute.
Excuse me, Mr...
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less, demanding.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
See you around.
Enlightenment awaits.
Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket.
Those look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit. It's some kind of deep-sea diving thingy. That looks like the air hose for the bathysphere. Oh yeah.
You are going to... Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
I think that's supposed to be a clock. Insert. Insert.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Crockett.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Sonny Crockett really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Sonny?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Danny, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna. Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today. I can't believe Danny let himself get bullied into shutting down Emmett's booth. Come on, Emmett, where are you?
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Greetings!
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Artie told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, we're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks. You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah, he wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah, uncle or something?
Or something. Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. Demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea less exciting. Well?
Heavy.
Monsieur has a way with words.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look?
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks. Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect. I'm glad Trixie got her old job back. I wonder how she managed it. Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV. A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Shh, he's approaching.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Now, where were we?
Convention special, 2 free algae cakes with every...
Hey, Artie. Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point. Is there anything you could do to get Emmett's booth reopened?
I am afraid not. This may be a wondrous land of tomorrow, but it's still within the jurisdiction of the Hill Valley Police Force. Maybe you should talk to Officer Parker.
He says there's nothing he can do as long as Edna's got clout in Hill Valley.
She does have that.
Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last-minute turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
Emmett's in the glass house with Carl Sagan.
Then you found him. Oh, good.
It's not good. Sagan's gonna make him miss his demo.
What are you, his mother? I'm sure he can take care of himself.
See you around.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision? This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
It's wax.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Hi, Trixie. It's me, Sonny.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
Greetings again, mortals. This is Techni Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
In the mood for fun? The house of the future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
In the house of the future...
Please recite the phone number experience.
Klondike.
Hill Valley.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
I'm a little unclear.
Unclear?
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
In the house of the future.
Please experience.
Klondike 4.
Jeez. Yep.
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
In the house of the future.
Please experience.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Experience.
What?
That is not a recognized to terminate your
Hang up.
conversation terminated.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett. Let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Or slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Emmett, get out of this place and back to your booth. You're gonna miss the demo. Come on, Emmett, look up here. Ah. Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Hiya, folks.
What?
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Trixie, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today.
Act casual.
Among all
He's coming
you
back.
bucket-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor
Hey,
in the
Danny,
field of
could I have a word
pond
with you?
scum.
Comrade
LG,
Smirnoff,
ladies and gentlemen,
come to
is
turn
a
yourself in?
mysterious and little-known biological
private?
entity.
With pleasure.
Through diligent study and countless hours of experimentation, I believe I have unlocked the secrets of this noble vegetation.
You know how
And I
you
am
said
here
you'd
to
defy
present
Edna
my
if I could dig up some
discovery
dirt
to
on
a
her?
Yeah?
disbelieving
You got
world.
some?
Algae cakes, ladies and gentlemen, is the next wave in the
Edna's the
agricultural
speakeasy
revolution of the
arsonist.
20th
That's an
century.
interesting theory.
Algae
It's
has
the truth.
exploded
I heard her confess.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm afraid it's your word against hers. And no offense, but her word carries a little more weight around here than yours does.
You've got to let Emmett demonstrate his invention. His whole future depends on it.
Well, I'd love to, kid, but Miss Strickland thinks it's dangerous. Unless you've got something on her, her word is pretty much law.
What's a newly promoted detective like you doing hanging out at a science expo anyway?
You kidding me? This is a great assignment. I get to sit around all day playing with nifty new crime-fighting gadgets, like this.
What does that do?
Hell if I know.
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid Tannen, she's had the mayor and the city council eating out of her hand. I'd be an idiot to ignore her, especially with my, alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. Yeah, but you never catch a dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
You haven't seen Carl Sagan around here, have you?
Nah,
Isn't he still a wanted man?
nah. All those arson charges got dropped weeks ago. Judge Brown said there wasn't enough evidence for a trial.
Emmett's been kidnapped by Carl Sagan.
What?
Really? He knocked him out in the House of Glass, then trapped me in that crazy House of the Future.
Do tell. And where are they now?
I don't know.
Well, when you find the master criminal that's kidnapped your friend, bring him over here, and we'll have a nice talk, okay?
Thanks. I'll be back.
Oh, I hope so. You've got to get this albatross off my neck.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess?
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Now, there was something. Well, speak of.
Danny, can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh,
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an expose about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
You're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the Expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
You hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
Come on, Edna, confess. You're the speakeasy arsonist.
I refuse to even dignify that accusation with a response. Huh!
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away